For Inside Carolina, I'm Taylor Vippolis, and this is the Insider Rundown where I'll cover what I'm hearing when it comes to UNC football. Entering Saturday's contest, North Carolina has lost 7 consecutive games away from the friendly confines of Chapel Hill. The hope inside the Kenan Football Center is that this 2022 team has done some growing up and learned from the mistakes that were detrimental to the previous year's version of the Tar Heels. The staff is looking for a better response to adversity because in football, it's coming. It's not a matter of if, but when, and when faced with that adversity, to take that next step as a program, North Carolina has to be able to handle it well. Kidd Brewer Stadium will be rocking. The App State players are the 4th, 5th, and even 6th-year guys that have carried the weight of being overlooked in their recruitment for nearly half a decade at this point. You'll hear it in the build-up to this game. This is, without question, the Mountaineers Super Bowl. The jury is still out if Carolina's locker room realizes the target they have on their back and if they are able to match that intensity and physicality when the guy lined up across from them is looking to embarrass them. Since Mack Brown came back, UNC's average team recruiting ranking is 18th in the country. In comparison, over that same stretch, App State is miles below that at 90th. There's no excuse to lose this game with that kind of edge. Heading into the mountains, you always run the risk of having spotty coverage, and that much is true for the Tar Heels in regards to their pass defense that was underwhelming in its Week 0 matchup against FAMU, where the Rattlers were able to negate any semblance of a pass rush by getting the ball out quickly. By playing that game, Carolina was able to see where it needed room for improvement, but at the same time, UNC showed a great vulnerability for opposing teams to go at them through the air. The App State offense, led by a 6th-year quarterback in Chase Bryce, has to be champing at the bit to have a go at them, especially with Tony Grimes' availability in question. From talking to a source inside the program, the focus in the film room and practices this week has been communication and cleaning up poor eye discipline, 2 areas they believe to be extremely correctable. From an offensive perspective, getting Drake Maye comfortable early in his first road start is the primary objective. He made it look easy in Game 1, and you can begin to understand why there was never any internal panic with what they had on that side of the ball between the combination of Maye's overall prowess at the position and the plug-and-play nature of the system that Phil Longo deploys. With Antoine Green out and go-to target Josh Downs questionable heading into Saturday, expect more creativity in personnel groupings like 13, where you have 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, and 3 tight ends, because I know Carolina loves what they have in Kamari Morales, Bryson Nesbitt, and John Copenhaver, and the mismatches that come with having them all out there on the field together. I think that last game where those 3 combined for 130 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns was just foreshadowing how critical they'll be in the offense moving forward. It's North Carolina at App State, one of the hottest tickets in the country, so if you're going, I'll see you there. Until then, stay tuned to Inside Carolina for all the latest coverage leading to kickoff.